Ibague has a population of a little bit more than a half million, a normal city, with troubles, chaos, issues, and with many influences in the culture. It's a city which has a strange culture for us, but some people feel it as their own. The music is still digging into his heart, a heart which is beating following the hits of the drums and moving according to guitar riffs. It's not a recital, it's not a fashion, it's a scene, an specific scene. It's the rock scene in Ibague. The music is an influence in all the facts of a society or a person. Rock is not deception. The rock is a good tool to express the ideas, social issues. That's a way to understand what is really happening in our environment, to give solutions and opinions about social or personal facts.
Maybe I don't know because it has success. I mean, it's near to young people. I don't know. Maybe it's easy to express unconformities by the music, isn't it?
Because everyone loves music. Everyone, when it's stressed, what they want to do is listening to some music. And so that's why I think it is a good idea because everyone heard something, maybe something new, so they may feel interested on it.
A long time ago, that was hard. The rock scene was very complex. Now it's normal. The people has opened their minds to this, but it's easier in these times than 15 years ago. That was hard. For example, in Armenia and Bogota was easier than this place.
Every kind of music makes in the people different. It's a way to express different ideas. Rocking special, I think, is a good way to do it because uh, from the creation of rock, it has been I think rock was created in a kind of revolution in the world. It was like in the 50s when it started, and in that decade, maybe black people were 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 discriminated by the white people, and the rock started in the basics of the black music. I think it's a way to do it to say that it's music from black people. From the first beginning of the rock, it has been a good way to express the ideas of the society, and it started like a revolution. I think it is a good way to do it.
Well, as the music includes so many um influences, so we think music pay more attention on people. What else? And it's easier to remind which Camila says, like to take an attitude toward what society offers us. So we think rock is a possible tool to express like our feelings and other ideas with which people are identified.
No, I think that is a whole passion. It's a lifestyle. I think that shit that it doesn't get out of my life. It's very difficult to forget. Too many memories to say that not.
There are a lot of people who think that rock is profitable, and they can eat and live so good because of it. But it sometimes doesn't the way. Ibague is the musical city of Colombia, but music isn't the best economic way to get an earning. And people who live in world work know it as well.
I think it depends, perhaps. If the genre is commercial, maybe I talk about other kind of music, which is more commercial, popular in Colombia. But maybe what we do is not commercial at all. Rock in the city is not commercial at all.
If you want to make profitable music, You have to make the most popular music in the city, in the place. It's not what you want, it's what the people want to listen. You have to meet very famous sponsors and people interested behind you. And you have to know how to make money with it.
We made it, not for money, but for enjoying specifically. Thank God we have recognition in this city. People like us, but this is not for money. That depends on the projection. I mean, the most important is to know which kind of people are you projecting your music.
We're not having to start living because of this. In fact, it is very expensive. The money that we have invested on this is more than the money that we have gained. We spent on instruments, on recording, rehearsing, things like that. But the enjoyment that we gained is priceless. We feel really good.
But bands not only are the ones what can get retribution. Selling rock items is another economical way. Most of customers that the electronic store has are rockers, guys who are starting this kind of music, or people who began listening to it a long time ago.
Well, I have a business 12 or 14 years ago, but I sold casual clothes. However, I always made business with t-shirts, but I used to bring a few ones. So I had a local La 14 center and started again with t-shirt selling step by step. But I went out from the city, and now when I came back, I decided to work in this business by full time.
We manage all kinds of electric instruments like guitars, drums, and bass, and all the accessories that the boys who play this kind of music use every day.
Okay, truly, it's sometimes too hard. So I have to bring all the styles. Now I'm selling metal grunge t-shirts mostly, rock in general, because for example metal rock items are so hard to sell, and some things like new metal, but I don't sell much of it.
Maybe 30 or 40% per month who perform this kind of music. Rock is an interesting and a very particular cultural expression. People feel identified with the messages from the songs or with attitudes proper from rock stars. It became a lifestyle for ones and a philosophy for others.
Okay, I think that was like 4 years ago. I met a new friend. He loved that kind of music, and I was lost. I didn't know what music I liked. So I thought, okay, I'll listen to it, and I love it now.
Yes, I think it expanded because we have technologies, the internet. Now you can record and upload your music by yourself, spread the music. Also the possibility to create web page where you can upload music, pictures, also the digital cameras. You take your own pictures and then you Photoshop them, make them better. You can record your rehearsals. Obviously, you can spread the music in an easy way, but the competition is bigger because today we can see a lot of bands, thousands of them, a lot of, and uploading their music, so it's a good competition as well.
I think it has a huge expansion because you see, I have seen many unplugs in here in Ibague, and they're most about rock.
When? When I felt identified with that music, with the rhythm, I felt relaxed. And I used to understand what the artist tried to say in this song. His man status. I realized that my life was similar to those rock bands that I used to listen. In that way, my passion got started to understand their thoughts.
The rock culture in Ibagué, I think, is a big culture. Here in Ibagué is a small city, but here you can see a lot of rockers. I think there's a lot of people who likes rock, and you can see just in the people as they dress. I think it's big. The culture of rock here it's really big.
Well, it's a whole thing that is growing up. It's very appreciable to to see that young people is growing in the genre. So it's cool that the younger, the teenagers like the stuff. It's cool.
Personally, I felt discrimination in school because people get rock music related to the devil, because it was always dressed in black, and people also mixed it with addiction to drugs and alcohol. So the rockers is drug addict, alcoholic, things like that. And in these times I felt discrimination because of this. Certainly I can't see any difference between rock and reggaeton, which has sexual lyrics. I can go to bars near airport to drink a lot of alcohol, listen to reggaeton and have sex with all the women around there. So it's just confusing because people like reggaeton, which is sexual, and don't like rock, which is inoffensive. So I perceive that some things are allowed and others don't. There is a double moral, and rock doesn't use it. It's so punctual. Well, the tourist blog has taken more strength in Ibague in current days because I was a rocker and we were small groups of 10 or 12 people. 90s old school is now over, but it's coming back and retaking strength now. But perception of people about rockers or metal fans is that they are looked against. They are treated like bad people or punkers and robbers. So we're trying to socialize people about rock culture with Mauricio, the host of La Roca, and the owner of Nuclear Bar. Also with Andrea Romero. We try to don't carry about the same side tags about people. For example, we had some troubles to do retail events because last year, in August, there was a reggaeton event at the local arena and guys did chaos. And it's expanded by the city. And we have some events at Tolima Theater and in other places. And they were cancelled because they say that metal fans started chaos.
I think sometimes people look at you like a weird person because they look that you are dressed in black or with the nails painted, but I don't mind about that. I just live my life, and I think everybody have to be reasonable and understand that everyone is different from the others. So I don't know. I don't mind. Maybe people reject, but I don't care.
3 points of view. 3 ways to watch a fact. One passion, one love. This is the rock war in Ibague. The scene is still visible for everyone. It's something touchable, although it sometimes keeps hidden because of misunderstandings. They are the people who act in this scene, the rock scene.